right now we got some unfortunate news regarding NCAA March Madness or regarding a player who has just been eliminated. So Illinois big man Kofi Cockburn, he's the second player to face racist comments on social media following his loss in the NCAA tournament. As you guys know, Illinois was upset by Loyola Chicago in the round of 32, and this led to a some random guy posting a very racist comment towards Kofi Cockburn. We're not going to say it on here, obviously, because YouTube has certain guidelines and everything, but we will put like a picture of what that comment said below. But yeah, basically, Nate, some guy made a very racist comment to Kofi Cockburn, and this came a day after Ohio State's EJ Liddell. He was receiving death threats towards him after Ohio State lost to Oral Roberts, and I don't have a quote on Kofi Cockburn, but I do have a quote on EJ. EJ said, and I quote, "Honestly, what did I do to deserve this?" And right now, as for his case, Ohio State is looking. Ohio State has contacted police about this language directed at Liddell. And going back to Kofi Cockburn, Illinois, an Illinois spokesman told ESPN's Adam Rittenberg that the school is looking into the situation and has spoken with Cockburn. The spokesman also said that the source of the comment was identified by others on social media. Excuse me. So you know what, Nate? Let me start off with you first. Your thoughts on the racist comments made at Kofi Cockburn?
First of all, let me explain something to you, Mario, okay? I would be yelling, but the only thing that's stopping me is the fact that it's 7:38 in the morning right now.
Yeah, we were doing this early, so
Yeah. So if it was like noon, I'd probably be screaming my damn head off. So I gotta refrain myself. But what the hell, people? Seriously, it's sports. You win, you lose. It's as simple as that. It's sports. What are you gonna do? Trust me, I'm mad because of all these upsets, but I'm not mad to the point where I'm gonna go out and send death threats and racist comments to the players. Like seriously, take it from a Carolina Panthers fan. How much happiness have I had in the last 5 years with this team? Not a lot. But you don't see me sending death threats. Why don't you ask every single New York Knicks fan that's left? They're nothing but a bunch of sad freaks because they ain't got a good team in front of them. Well, this year's a little bit different. But the last years before that, you don't see them sending death threats. You still got Spike Lee on the sideline repping his Knicks, even though they suck. And y'all want to go out here and sell some damn death threats and some racist comments. I don't get you people these days, bro. I don't get you people. I really don't. What the hell is the point of all this? What's your objective? I got so many more questions than answers at this point. It's just disgusting. I think this is absolutely unnecessary and uncalled for. You win, you lose in sports. You're not, I mean, some teams are expected to win it all, but others aren't. You gotta accept that. It's just what we do. And if we fail, we fail. We come back the next day and hopefully we do better. That's just what we do. This is just a prime example of how underappreciated athletes are. You gotta understand, like athletes go through so much every single day. You have no idea how long for a lot of us it takes to get up in the morning and just go on with our day. Like some of us stay in bed for like an hour before we get up out of bed. We put our bodies on the line every day. We put our mentalities on the line every single day. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because like we make a career out of it. But unlike people who retire in their 60s and 70s, we're over here retiring in our 30s and 40s because our physical health is declining because of it. And y'all want to come out here and send us death threats and racist comments. Come on now. Why don't you let me explain something to you. Let me get one of those excuse me for my language. Let me get one of them assholes, right? Put them in my body for a day and see how they live. Oh, actually, no, not even my body. Let me put him through Kofi Cockburn's body and see how he lasts for a day. Because the pressure that athletes get every single day, the amount of stress that they get every single day, you know, and at the end of the day, how sore our bodies get after a while. You think the last thing we want is a death threat? I think that's the last thing anybody wants, really. But for an athlete, like, come on now. I think that's the last thing I'd want after a loss. Like, like this world needs to be more appreciative of athletes. Because here's the thing: yeah, we make millions of dollars. You're absolutely correct. we don't get to make millions of dollars for 40, 50 years like a lot of millionaires and billionaires do in the world. We only get to do it for 15, 20 years, maybe a little less than that. Some careers don't even make it to 10 years. Some of them don't even make it to 5. So with that being said, I'm just gonna end off by saying I don't really have much else to say because this is just absolutely disgusting. I'm only gonna end off by saying you guys need to start appreciating athletes a lot more because you don't know the kind of stuff that we go through in every single day. The hurt, the enforcement, the what do you call it? The pressure, stress, all that kind of stuff. Like that's a part of an athlete's life. And you know what? When we retire, and we're out here walking in a limp for the rest of our lives because we put our physical health on the line for you guys, like you're gonna wish you appreciated it then. So with that being said, I just want to say, guys, you need to make the right decisions and watch what the hell you say because you have no idea how much that can offend somebody.
No, absolutely. I completely agree with you, Ian. And I'll take it off from there. First of all, I'm wishing Kofi Cockburn and EJ Liddell the best of luck. I'll start with Kofi Cockburn. So, yeah, this guy said a very racist comment towards him. I said this like a million times. Obviously, we're not, we're guilty. We've obviously yelled at the TV. We've yelled at players. We probably, as much as me, we probably called them like, we probably like, probably got out of line, probably said something like this asshole or whatever like that, or this dude's being dumb or something like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've guilty to say that. People watching right now, they probably guilty to saying that too. Like, we said that we're not perfect. But the one thing I'm at Kofi Cockburn's place is why you gotta put race into it? Like really, like we talk about this millions and millions of times. Simple as this, why you gotta put race into it? It's as simple as that. So like, all right, so what? Your perfect bracket was going well. Pitt at this point, after a round of 64, nobody had a perfect bracket, and Illinois got eliminated at the round of 32. So most likely he was in some type of separate thing, maybe possibly he was going to win money, and Illinois was a reason for it, and they lost. But why are you going to go out and say that type of stuff? And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. Kofi Cockburn, when this racist comment came out, I do like how he responded. He showed a picture of it, and obviously he blinked out like the swear words and everything. But I do like how he responded. Kofi Cockburn said, "I blame his parents."
Yeah, I do too.
I like that response by him, but I do feel bad I do feel bad for Kofi Cockburn because
Fair.
look, man, like it's just very unfortunate he had to like actually like read something like that. Um, but yeah, like let this be a lesson. Don't end up like don't you don't gotta put race in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no need for it. You're watching out of pure enjoyment. You're watching out of pure enjoyment for the athlete. And let me be honest with you, Nate. If Kofi Cockburn had a very good game and Illinois won, they'd be praising him. But because he
That's what I
lost,
mean.
right. But because he lost, they're out here just bagging the dude. Like, and we've seen it with NBA players too. Like, I remember when Kyle Kuzma first got into the league, how hyped up he was. Like, not hype. That's like the wrong word, but a lot of Laker players were loving him. Obviously they weren't happy with Lonzo Ball's production, but Kyle Kuzma was there and they were loving the way he was playing. LeBron comes in, all of a sudden you guys don't like him. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. It's really ridiculous how people treat athletes. Danny Green was getting death threats. I can think of many other athletes. There's many other athletes who had experienced stuff like this,
Marcus
but
Valdez-Scantling was getting death threats after that Colts game
right.
lost.
Yeah, it's absolutely unfortunate. It's absolutely unnecessary as well. Obviously we're guilty to it too, like yelling at the TV and everything, but we're not guilty to give. But me nor you has ever made. I don't know about you because like you
No, I
because
definitely
I'm not with you 24/7, but none of us have ever made any like racist comments towards an athlete. You
never
know,
have.
like it's just absolutely unnecessary because these are guys that we watch that technically a lot of us look up to because we're watching them. This is a lot of people. These are a lot of athletes that we look at and we're watching for pure entertainment for us, and they're putting their bodies on the line for that. So we got to really respect that. At the end of the day, we really got to watch out for what we say. A lot of people, because athletes put their bodies on the line. So, I mean, with that being said, I wish Kofi Cockburn the best of luck. As for EJ Liddell, yeah, like, I mean, receiving death threats, like he said, I don't know what I did to deserve this. Obviously, they're mad because Ohio State got eliminated to Oral Roberts. That's obviously a big one. A lot of people at Ohio State going through their brackets. Like, but to really to really send a death threat to EJ Liddell, like it's just absolutely unnecessary. It is. No matter what feelings you had about him during that game, it's absolutely unnecessary to be sending death threats to this guy because you didn't get your perfect bracket. Let me be honest with you, you weren't going to get your perfect bracket. It's as simple as that. The odds of winning a perfect bracket are slimmer than winning the
Or like
lottery.
next to
That is
none.
a fact. That is a fact. It's as simple as that. So you weren't most likely you were not going to get your perfect bracket. Hell, I made 25 brackets. Did I get perfect on any of them? No. That's why I'm losing the Nate. Shouldn't be happy. But regardless, I'm not gonna go on damn Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat and then come at this dude. Like I'm not, or send him a death note or whatever. I'm not gonna do that because that's really just messed up, you know. And honestly, Nate, it's really terrible. It's really a shame. It really is a shame that fans go this
Yeah.
far over a loss, you know.
Yeah, right. And it's sad 'cause I think about it. I think about all the athletes that go through all the physical pain. Like, some guys end up at the end of their careers, they end up with scars all over their body because of surgeries, and some guys get diagnosed with arthritis because their knees are all screwed up. They got deformed faces because they got pucks and baseballs hitting in their faces and all that other stuff. And I know some football players that have gotten strokes on the field. It's scary, dude. It really is. You like to all the people that talk down on athletes, or let me send a message to people that do this stuff. I know some people like they look at the game and they scream at the TV, and that's fine as long as you're not like taking it too far. But like to those people that just send death threats, make racist comments or whatever, try and live our lives for one day. See how far you make it.
Yeah.
You're probably
Well,
gonna fall asleep at 6 p.m. I'm just telling you that right
right.
now.
We'll even like, well, not us specifically because we don't make millions of dollars, but like
Well, yeah,
going
of
to these
course, but
NCAA college
go
athletes,
into
I guess.
their lives, yeah,
Because let me tell you something. Because obviously I go to a D1 school, so if I walk by, if I'm going to work, because I do like I like work like I do like the cameras and everything.
yeah,
When I walk by, like bro, let me tell you something. I see like just like women's lacrosse in general, right? I see them over there at 7 a.m. Them alone. I see the baseball players barely get any rest. You
yeah,
know, they just got to keep working and working and working. The basketball players, like I mean, I don't see them like I don't see them every day on the court, but a lot of times they're in the gym or in the weight room. Like it's a non when you're football players, it's the same thing. I always used to see them practice outside in the field when it was football
right.
season. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
that's that's how it was with the CCRI baseball team when they were still playing. They're not playing right now because of COVID, but
yeah. But it's just a constant grind. Why? And especially March Madness because you barely get any breaks. It's just practice, practice, practice. You're up in Indianapolis, and you're just practicing, practicing, practicing. It's as simple as that. So like, and then you think about it, and then like stuff doesn't go your way, and you want to judge their character, or you not even judge your character. You want to judge them by like what they look like, or you want to send them a death threat. Like there's no need for it. There really isn't no need for it. Like here's the one thing I don't like, right? Here's the one thing I don't like. Like there's people who do fantasy like basketball, right? I obviously do fantasy basketball too. And you're doing it, right? And you're keeping track of your points, and a player that you had gets hurt, and then when people go, oh, damn it, I'm not gonna get any more. Oh, damn it, he's out for the night, so I'm probably not getting no more points. Like really? That's what you're worried about, getting more points opposed to the dude's health? Like, come on, really? Like, stop. Simple as that. But I mean, with that, but I mean, Nate, we're not going to touch up on this topic, I don't think, any longer, unless you got any more thoughts to say about it.
nah, I basically covered everything.
So, with that being said, I wish Kofi Cockburn and EJ Liddell the best of luck. And I'm sorry that they had to go through this.